welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today I'm going to be sharing with you a DIY console upcycle. I'm beyond excited because I've been wanting a console table for the apartment since before I moved out. Before we get started, I just wanted to say welcome to all the new subscribers. I'm so happy you're here. I am so grateful that I can share my journey with you of moving out and furnishing my first place, as well as sharing all the stuff that I buy because I'm obsessed with decor and I buy a little bit too much. Last month, I had just a little bit over 100 subscribers and now we're already almost at 400. So I'm so grateful for everyone, new and old subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting me. And if you haven't already, then please subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. Over on my channel, we talk all things home decor. I love thrifting, upcycling like we're going to be doing today, room makeovers when I can, and everything like that. So if that's something you're into, then definitely join the fam. As well, you can follow me on Instagram at Dwyer Home Studios. That's where I share the apartment, some behind the scenes of my YouTube videos, and as well, they would have seen sneak peeks of what we're doing today. So if you want to kind of see all of that, then definitely follow me on Instagram. And without any more rambling, let's just get right on to upcycling. So first, let me share with you some of the inspo pics that I was going off of. My dream console table for this space was something light and airy, preferably made out of reclaimed wood, something light toned, like warm tones, anything like that. I also wanted kind of slanted legs if I could, and an open space so I could put one of my baskets for blankets. I have been searching high and low for a console table with very specific sizing because it has to fit beside the couch. We don't really have much of an entryway. I was going to make a console table myself out of reclaimed wood, which I still might, but the space was so empty after Christmas. I really needed to find something to fill the space. Of course, I hit up Facebook Marketplace like every single day, and I was not really finding exactly what I was looking for. Again, I really like that old antique vintage look, reclaimed or barnwood, anything like that. So yeah, I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace and I had found this small table and it had a jug on it when I saw it on Facebook. I really saw the potential in the piece immediately. The legs weren't what I wanted, but the top was perfect. I saw those joints that I love and I just fell in love with it, and it was listed for only $55. I immediately asked if it was available and they said yes, but of course there was lots of interest. So I'm flipping through the photos and there is a huge gaping hole in the console table. So I have no idea what this was used for. The hole I knew wouldn't bother me because I would probably be able to cover that either with a huge table lamp or a big coffee table book. Anyway, for the price, I was not worried. I knew I could figure something out. Picked it up and it was so good. Just the night before I found this console table, I was scrolling Instagram and I saw a reel posted by, I believe, Heart Interiors. I'll post it here to make sure that I have that correct. But she had posted a hack using the Easy Off oven cleaner. Since she posted that reel, I know that there has been a lot of controversy between whether it's safe to use or not if you have kids. I think a scientist even like DM'd her and said that they looked over the ingredients and it's nothing worse than your average stain. So that's basically what it's doing. It's stripping the stain. I would say definitely use at your own risk. Nothing went wrong for me, so that's good, and nothing went wrong for her, so just bear that in mind. But I have had a lovely time using it. Well, not lovely, it's actually been quite the pain, but the results are amazing. I think it was literally that night I brought the console table into my like second dining room, or like the room off the kitchen. I started to try the hack and I did not see anything change. So you're supposed to put it on for 30 minutes and then spray some Dawn dish soap I just use the power wash spray. So I just sprayed a little bit, and then you're supposed to scrub and scrub and then wipe it off. Her interior, she really stresses to make sure that you like clean everything, especially if you have kids. You don't like want that around. In my mind, if we're allowed to use this in our oven where we cook food, then I personally don't really see anything wrong with trying it on a piece of furniture. So that's kind of where my head is at. So I tried it the first night. I don't even know how much the cleaner is because I just took my mom's, but I tried it that night on the back of the furniture piece because I was scared and I didn't want to ruin it. And yeah, I didn't notice anything. I was frustrated. I think I even did it like 2 times. You're supposed to do it again until you get the desired lightness of the wood. So I did that. Again, didn't notice anything. So I left it. I put it back against the wall. That was that. After having the piece in my space for a bit, I knew for sure that I wanted to sand it down and make it the natural light wood color that I wanted. So I got my sander from my parents' house, and then on like a semi-warm day, I started sanding it on the balcony. And it was sanding so weird. It was like, it didn't feel like real wood, if that makes sense. Like, it is real wood, so I'm confused by that. It was just weird. And because of the spindle legs, like sanding would have been a nightmare. So anyway, when I brought it outside, I realized that the back of the piece was significantly lighter. So I realized that the Easy Off hack worked, and it made the piece so much lighter. It was so good. So because it worked, I got so excited, especially because it wasn't sanding the way I wanted it. That same day, I brought the piece back in the house and I started doing Easy Off on the top, on the legs, and when you're doing it, it's so much work. Like, you feel like this is not worth it. I was using like a hard bristle brush because you're supposed to kind of wipe it very vigorously, and it was just causing such a mess. Like, the stain or like the darkness was spraying everywhere, and it was just an absolute disaster. But the results were there, and it was better than sanding it in this particular case. So anyway, I then thought, okay, well, maybe I can just use a sponge, like the rough side of the sponge, and not this hard bristle brush, because that's what's kind of flicking it everywhere. So anyway, I absolutely am obsessed with how the piece turned out. The Easy Off hack worked for me, and I'm not gonna say whether I recommend it or not. I'll let you judge for yourself, and again, use at your own risk. I have a dog, but I don't have kids. We've all been fine, and we use it in our oven, so that's all I'm gonna say. You can go to her page and watch her like tutorial and everything, and the wood is fine. It hasn't warped or anything. I'm obsessed, and for a $55 piece, I really was fine if something bad ended up happening, but it didn't. It worked out, so love it so much. I'm going to walk you through how I styled it. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I finally have a piece here. This piece was genuinely, I feel, made for the space, so I'm so happy. And yeah, let's style it together. So that is how I created my dream console. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I hope you got some inspiration or ideas if you were looking to do the same. In my opinion, this hack is much easier than sanding, even though it's kind of an involved process. Getting around those spindle legs was so much easier with this hack rather than going around with my sander. It's something that I'm able to do inside in the winter. Please consider subscribing. If you haven't already, I would love to have you, and follow me on Instagram at Dwyer Home Studios. I will catch you next time. Bye. Again, I will share some inspo pics, but a lot of